Hello, welcome back to Tycoon Terminal. I'm Steve and we're back at Blackshaw Pleasure Beach. So there's been a few changes. I've added a few small rides and attractions in this area around the bigger one roller coaster. I've actually decided to call it Full Throttle, and I've given it a interesting theme. It's kind of like a warehouse underground racers club thing, very Fast and Furious. You got this car here doing a few tricks. Look at it moves. Look at it go. But it's not very popular. Not many people see. I say that that's the busiest I've seen people going up to the station. It's I'm trying to get more people into the park as it's not as popular as I well, actually. Hang on, is that we got a full train there? Oh, actually. I say that, this is the first time I've seen it actually getting full trains before. So that's going to head out to get ready to launch now. He says, go on. Why are you waiting? You've got no need to wait. You're fully loaded, or there's no minimum waiting time. Why are you not going? You should be going, and this one's gonna have to stop now. Right, let's first call today. Why is that waiting forever? That it should be going. So let's have a look at the settings. So the minimal interval time is 3 seconds. So it's not that. Minimum wait time, to be fair, we'll put that down to 10. Max wait time, 110. It'll go with half a load, so that should be fine. That should be fine. So we've got a full load there. It's clear. Go. Why are you not going? I don't understand why you're not going. Why don't you go? In which case, if it's always going to do that, there's no point in me having 3 trains, because that's always going to have to stop, so... I don't know why that should be fine. Doesn't make any sense. So let's take a train off. There's no need for that to have 3 trains if it's going to do that every single time. So we'll go into this options menu here. We're going to have to close it, and we're going to go to 2 train operation, and we're going to have to test it and then reopen it, because otherwise people are just going to be sat around in the rain all the time. I'm not having that. I don't know why it doesn't go. I suppose in real life there is a minimum wait time before you can send the next train up. But see, that one's coming out now with no problem. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's a new bug. When it opens, it doesn't want to go. But yeah, in real life, the hydraulics take time to recharge, so there is a delay while the hydraulics recharge back to their full pressure. It's not usually a problem though. There we go, get that back open. So I'll put this pathway in ready. I'm going to put some walls around it. Haven't got around to doing that yet. What else we don't know yet? Yes, the Skyride cable cars. Put that in, and that's ready to go and bring people. Well, it was getting a bit busy in this area, and I wanted to get a cable car in. I do really enjoy having a go on cable cars, so I wanted to make sure we got that in. It has taken up a bit of this plaza, so we'll probably have to rework this a bit and add some queuing space in. We're probably going to have to make that circle essentially here into the queue line for the Skyride. But no, I think that looks going to be fantastic. I do also need to alter this queue as well, otherwise people will be grabbing hold of the step and falling off or doing something stupid, so we need to sort that out. What else have we done in here? I think we're close to that. So we've got the Helter Skelter. We've got this little train ride, which I need to optimize, which I haven't done. We've got some new shops just here. Again, that was trying to encourage people into this area. We've got a gift shop. It's really dark in here. I need to find like an ultra bright light or something. But yeah, we've got, you know, get your caps and whatnot. Got the photo kiosk, and of course the photos there. We're all dummies at the moment. So I really like how this warehouse has come across when you look at it from this angle, even this angle. But when you look at it from this angle, it looks a bit rubbish. So I'm probably going to have to do some work on that and try and get that looking a little bit better. So, Steve, what's your plan now then? Now you've got all that in. Well, I think we need to kind of do some tidying up, which I'm not going to do now because that's really boring. You probably wanted to watch me build these things. I haven't done that, so you definitely don't want to watch me just putting fences down. I think we need to put in another new attraction and try and squeeze another attraction in. I'm kind of, I really don't, I'm kind of winging this. I don't know where we're going to put something. Like some probably should go here, but I'm not really sure what we can squeeze in that space. This area is completely full. There's nothing going in here. A little bit of space down here we could potentially use around the perimeter. What we got over here? So yeah, this is just the walkway to go over the road. I forgot to say we put these supports for the coaster over the main road, so the coaster can go over the top. And I haven't sorted this bit out yet, but we will have to put some custom supports in here where it goes over the road. Yes, Steve, come on. You're trying to avoid the question. You're going to build something. Let's have a look at what roads we've got. The thing is, the footprints are massive on them all. I suppose, would that fit in here? Ooh, maybe. Hang on. Is that going to go there? With a bit of adjustment, potentially. That's gonna be tight to get that in. Yeah, it's definitely gonna clip the giant one there. I think this is quite a small footprint. Probably could put that in over here. Yeah, that would go in. Teacup. That thing's huge. I do want to put this in somewhere. Well, I'm not really sure where's the best place to put it. I was thinking kind of in the middle of the giant one's turnaround. Ooh. Got a drop tower to go in somewhere. Well, you know what? If we're gonna have few tower rides over there, there's going to be no tower rides over here, so maybe we should look for a site for this to go in. So there's actually a few places it probably would fit. It would fit in here, and that would give us a little bit of space to kind of work with. Or it could go over here, or even here. Yeah, okay. But they're all valid places it could go, but where are you thinking? I'm actually kind of thinking over this end. There's a little bit more space there, but there we go. I want to try and use every bit of space that we can as much as possible, so really I'd squeeze it in over here, that'd be better. Also, this drop tower is huge. You know what, I've decided. I think I'm going to put it here. This gives us another thrill ride in this area. It kind of fits quite nicely in around this brake run of full throttle. You there. And put some curves in. So, What have I been up to over the past few weeks? Well, to be fair, I've actually had a little bit of time for once to myself, as I've not really been doing too much, as Scott is away in Orlando having a great time. How big do I want this queue? And it's Halloween season coming on, so I don't do Halloween, so yeah, I've kind of entered retirement. Of course, work is extremely busy with what I do. As a job, it's very hectic at the moment, so that's keeping me busy, to be fair. But when it comes to doing theme parky stuff, it's been relatively quiet for once. So let's put that like that. Different style pathway, but I don't really mind that too much. So we'll get that testing. And head on up. So what colours do I want? I'm thinking, do I want to kind of keep... I like the bright colours. Maybe... Maybe have like red and orange as the carriage colours. I might keep that purple for the harnesses, to be fair. And the frame, probably just going to have that as a standard colour. Can put these like decals on it. So I don't really just want normal colours really. Sky blue, probably not a good colour for something that's that tall. Oh no, I was going to keep that as purple, wasn't I? No, let's keep that, and then how do I get this purple back again? Oh, I've lost it now. Well, that'll do. Frame area, so I was kind of looking at these oranges. Is that just stripes, or is that something else? It's a shame you don't just have a stripes texture, because that would be quite cool, but we'll just go for orange and red there. Looks okay, doesn't it? Very bright. So yeah, I'm happy to get that one open and get a few more people into the park and a few more people down this end of the park. I think that the next one we're really going to have to focus on getting some staff management and organisation going on, because at the moment it's a free-for-all when it comes to staff. They can do whatever they want, essentially. The staff are just like covering the whole park, and there's no zoning, there's no thought around how the zones. I know they put security in. I've not really focused on doing that elsewhere other than the entrance, so I think that's something I need to work on as well. So probably get on that one for the next episode. Get this area sorted out and functioning properly, as I don't really think there's much more we can add here. Feel free to throw some suggestions if you see a space where you think, yes, you could put a ride there, Steve. Put one of these in. Go for it, shout out, put it in the comments below, because I'd love to have your ideas of how to utilise this space as much as possible. But I think we're pretty much done with this area of the park. So yes, I think we're going to call it there. So I'm just going to start wrapping up. So, right, what have we accomplished? We've got a fully functional small amusement park on this side, in this little patch of land on this side of the road. I've kept the space here free So don't be telling me to build stuff on here, because this is going to be hotel space. So I believe that they are going to add hotels at some point. The old game used to have hotels. I don't see why they wouldn't. So that's why I'm kind of reluctant to kind of add anything on that space. Hotels are going there. So we've kind of got a bit of space here, and I think there's a bit of space down here, and a little bit of space in the middle of this train ride. Besides that, I think the only way you're going to get more rides in is by building on top of the existing rides, which isn't necessarily something we can't do. We can always do that if we need to. But I'd rather not. Especially if you put in like coaster stations on top of this kind of thing. Like these are already looking quite silly having these coaster stations up so high. So yes. Right, you're rambling on again, Steve. Yes, I know I'm rambling on, but I was trying to come up with a plan of what I would like to do. So I do think it's going to be staff management in the next episode, which is going to be incredibly boring for everybody, but we might learn something new. And we need to try and get the security and the pathways and the janitors and the ride mechanics and everything else working properly. So I imagine that's going to be a long episode to do. Oh dear. I'm not looking forward to that one. So let's find a nice view for us to kind of finish on. Let's go for here. There we go. That's I still can't believe. I still can't believe that the Strata coaster's hardly ever launching, because I was hoping that would come into view. There we go. It's going to go now. So if you have enjoyed this episode, I appreciate it. It's been quite a short one. Please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. See you in the next episode. Go, go, go.